found her cold, I lit her flame. I fed her warm without a name. She didn't speak, just breathed me in and let the fire start within. I gave her sparks from every scar. She held them close like falling stars. I thought I knew what giving meant, until her silence came and went. She never asked for flame or light, but took my fire into the night. It's the way she brought me back, not cruel, but fierce enough to bend my rule. She held my blaze, then let it go. Returned with heat I didn't know. Still marked by what I lack, the way she burned me back. She didn't scream, she didn't run. She let me drown beneath the sun. The same fire I gave her soul came back in ways I can't control. I never knew how pain could shine until her fire outshouted mine. It's the way she brought me back, not loud, but steady like a vengeful vow. She kissed me once, then turned to flame and left me whispering her name, still tracing every crack. The way she brought me back. I gave her flame, she gave me blaze. I lit her path, she set my maze. And though I thought I'd seen the worst, she was the match that lit me first. It's the way she burned me back with grace, with heat that doesn't leave a trace. She took the spark and made it mine, then left me scorched beneath the line. state where every sound would slowly fade. A world of calm too sharp to bear, with nothing real to grip the air. Then came her steps like thunder's drum, no warning where her fire came from. She spoke in truths that cracked the floor and left me wanting something more. She didn't knock, she didn't ask. She tore the hush, removed the mask. She was love that tore the silence wide, a voice that broke what I would hide. No gentle knock, no lullaby. She pulled the scream out of my sky, still echoing in defiance. That love that tore the silence. I used to float in days unreal, where nothing shook and none could feel. But she arrived like breaking glass and turned the stillness into past. Not every flame is meant to heal. Some burn just to remind what's real. She was love that tore the silence down, the kind that drowns before it drowns. She didn't soothe, she didn't slow. She cracked the calm and let it go. Still loud in consequence. That love that tore the silence. They say that quiet means you're fine, but I was dining in the line. She broke the seal, she let it bleed, and gave me back the sound I need. She was love that tore the silence raw, exposed the rage beneath the floor. And when I shattered in a flame, I found a voice inside the pain, still ringing like defiance. That love that tore the silence. And if I speak with fire now, it's her who taught me how. She walked away with quiet grace, but left her voice in every place. The room still hums with what she said, though now the air just speaks in red. Her laugh still lives in walls and floor, near. And so I scream into the haze to feel again her vanished phrase. I'm screaming for her echo, not her heart, but for the sound that tore me apart. She left in peace, I stayed behind, still chasing what she left in kind, still haunted by the glow. I'm screaming for her echo. And if the night replies at last, it's her repeating from the past. We never learned to speak in peace. Our words were war that never ceased. But in the clash we found a thread, a heartbeat loud in things we said. You threw the glass, I raised my voice, but still we call that chaos choice. No fairy tale, no perfect form, just he that lived inside the storm. They called us wrong, they called us strange, but love was real inside the rain. We were a riot of affection, wild and torn, built from thunder, not from foam. We cracked the silence, broke the mold, and kissed like fires uncontrolled, still burning in connection. Our riot of affection. We didn't dance, we didn't float, we crashed through every sinking boat. But in the wreck you pulled me near and kissed the rage instead of fear. No soft caress, no whispered vow, just us unbroken here and now. We were a riot of affection, roaring loud, too flawed to fit into the crowd. We loved like waves that cracked the shore and left the affection, pure unrest, a wildfire love that never guessed. And if we fall, we'll fall as flames, still proud to scream each other's name, still bold in our direction. Our riot of affection. And if they ask what love can be, tell them, just look at me. We spoke in fragments sharp and dry, but never learned the word goodbye. The wall still wore what we had thrown, yet somehow we were not alone. You held me through the lines where every truth could twist and bind. We didn't mend, we didn't fix, we stood inside the broken mix. No bandage wrapped around the past, just that chose to hold me fast. You stayed closer than the damage through the scar. You love me where the fractures are. You didn't ask the hurt to fade. You kissed the cracks that pain had made. Still near where others vanish, you stay. Closer than the damage. We never had a cleaner page. A story bled from what a stage. But in the dark you touched my hand and made me feel like I could stand. Said we're whole again, just stayed beneath the how and when. You stayed closer than the damage, not in spite, but drawn to all my ruined light. You didn't flinch when pieces fell. You found your place inside my hell, still rooted in the anguish. You stayed closer than the damage. When pain has gone, but ours was built with all still on. You held me not to fix the mess, but just to be my second breath. You stayed closer than the damage, bold and near. Through every fall, through every fear, you never tried to change the past. You simply chose to always last. Still deeper than the ravage, you stayed closer than the damage. And if they ask how love survives, say this: it stays where pain still thrives. The sky was torn along its thread. The clouds hung low like words unsaid. You didn't promise skies would clear. You only stayed and stood right here. The thunder curled beneath our feet, but still you held me through the heat. No map, no path, just fist and flame. Yet still you called me by my name. You didn't lead, you didn't flee. You faced the storm along with me. You held me through the storm line, through the break where others turned. You chose to take. You didn't ask for peace or proof. You stayed beneath the shattered roof, still bracing every climb you held through the storm line. I watched the world fall out of you, but all I saw was only you. You never flinched, you never swayed. You stood in all the mess we made. Not every heart can stand that close, but yours became what I needed most. You held me through the storm line, not afraid. When every sky began to fade, you didn't fix, you didn't mend, but showed me how the fear can bend. torn, it's you who faced the storm. I never asked you to remain, but build a throne beneath your reign. You didn't stay, you didn't beg, still I stood still with open legs. Where the silence crept, I learned to smile with hollow breath and wore your name like stitched regret. I never claimed to be the cure, just someone who would still endure. I'll bleed for forever, not to win, but just to feel where you have been. The wound you left still sings your name, and I stay warm inside the flame, not asking you to sever. I'll bleed for forever. I pass the places we once knew, their shadows etched in shades of you. The world moved on without a fight, but I remain beneath your light. I didn't hope you'd feel the same, I just kept bleeding through your name. I'll bleed for forever, never dry, through every dawn that asks me why. You were the cut I chose to keep, a truth that scars me in my sleep, still holding like a tether. I'll bleed for forever. Don't turn to see what I've become, a heart that beats but always numb. I made my peace with every pain. To bleed for you is not in vain. I'll bleed for forever, not to mend, but just to love you without end. And if one day you feel that sting, it's just the wound still echoing, still deeper than whatever. I'll bleed The walls are cracks from every shout, but still we never threw each other out. We slammed the doors, we broke the plates, yet found each other through the way. You cried in corners I once cursed, I held your rage, you drank my words. The nights were long, the light was thin, but we still let each other in. We weren't the calm they said to be. We stayed inside the storm and sea. We fought to stay, not to be right, but just to breathe through one more night. We bruised with the words we can't erase, yet stayed beneath the same embrace, still bleeding through the gray. We fought to stay. I thought of leaving once or twice, but stayed for warmth beneath your eyes. You weren't the peace I thought I'd need, but love was there inside the bleed. Not every wound has to be healed. Some scars just prove the truth was real. simply dim beneath the sky. We held on tight, but not for long. Watch the blaze forget our song. Your breath once warmed the quiet air. Now only smoke is waiting there. The bed still holds the shape you made, a memory wrapped in slow decay. We didn't fall from lack of care, but burned too bright for time to spare. Now all that's left is ashes of our embrace, scattered through the cracks of space. No more fire, no more fight, just echoes flickering in the night, still caught in what we faced. Ashes of our embrace. I try to breathe where you once stayed, but all I taste is what we gave. The walls remember every heat, now haunted by what felt complete. We didn't break, we didn't lie, we simply kissed and said goodbye. Now all that's left is ashes of our embrace, floating where we shared our grace. No regrets, but no return, just cinders in the things we learned, still glowing in one place. Ashes of our I don't curse the way we burn. We found a truth and then it turned. Some love survives, some fades in smoke. Ours left a mark that never broke. Now all that's left is ashes of our embrace, the final breath of something brave. It doesn't hurt the way it should, it just reminds me what was good, still floating in that space. Ashes of our embrace. And if you feel that warmth once more, it's love that burned before. I never asked for healing fast. I wore the past like shattered glass. She touched me once, then disappeared, but every mark she left stayed clear. They fade in shade, but not in tone, like echoes carved into the bone. Her voice is gone, her hands withdrew, but every scar still speaks her truth. She never stayed, but didn't leave. She branded more than I believed. Her name's on my scars, like burning ink, etched in moments I still think. She didn't write with pen or thread, but every wound still speaks what's said. Still bleeding behind bars, her name on my scars. I tried to mask what she became, but pain remembers every name. She wasn't cruel, she wasn't kind. She just engraved what she could find. I didn't beg, I didn't plead, but still she carved a name in need. Her name's on my scars, not with grace, but raw and real in every place. No need for vows, no rings to keep, just cuts that never fall asleep. Still burning through guitars, her name on my scars. I've learned to live with love that marks, that speaks not sweetly, but in sparks. She gave no lies, she gave no chain, just left her truth inside my pain. Her name's on my scars, still alive, where broken dreams somehow survive. I don't erase, I don't conceal, because her scars still make me feel. Still glowing like old stars, her name on my scars. And if I fall without a sound, it's love that stayed underground. We never danced on steady ground. We lived where fault lines shook the sound. But every time the cracks gave way, we faced the drop and chose to stay. The words we threw could cut and twist, but still we met inside the mist. No cushion wrapped our hard descent. We hit, we hurt, but never bent. We weren't built for gentle ends, but burned alive with open hands. We're fierce when we fall, not soft or scared. We crash with fire, fully bared. No begging sky, no rescue rope, just a love that dies without the hope. Still screaming through it all. We're fierce when we fall. I saw you bleed, you watched me break. We held through every fault we make. It wasn't clean, it wasn't calm, but still your fury felt like balm. You never asked to rise above, you chose the fall and called it love. We're fierce when we fall, with eyes still lit, refusing numb, refusing quit. We shatter loud but never flee. We wear the drop like legacy, still blazing past the wall. We're fierce when we They don't believe that breaking holds, but we've turned cracks into our mold. We fall, we rise, we fall again, but always burn back into flame. We're fierce when we fall, that's how we live. No perfect shape, just all we give. And if we crash one final time, let it be loud, let it be mine. Still rising from the sprawl. We're fierce when we fall. And if they ask how we still stand, tell them we fall by hand in hand. The ceiling cracked with every word, but nothing we said went unheard. The sheet still held our silent war, where comfort never meant to truths we screamed in bed, the things we meant, the things we bled. No metaphors, no veiled escape, just love that tore through every shape, still echoing unsaid. The truths we screamed in bed. We didn't break from what we spoke. We broke because we never choked. You told me I was never whole. I told you pain had made me bold. It wasn't cruel, it wasn't kind, it was the war we couldn't hide. These are the truths we screamed in bed, when nothing safe was left unsaid. We loved too much to play it clean, so we let go of the serene, still ringing in my head. The truths we screamed in bed. I never lied inside that room. I gave you fire, you gave me gloom. But in that clash, we knew what's real. The only place we dared to feel. These are the truths we screamed in bed. Our love unwrapped, exposed and fed. No roses left, just torn down pride, and two souls choosing not to hide, still burning where we bled. The truths we screamed in bed. And if they ask what love has said, it's us, still breathing what we said. The room was filled with fractured light, yet still we stood prepared to fight. We didn't speak with polished grace, our truths were worn across the face. The storm came in, we didn't kneel. We let the sparks rewrite the reel. Each vow we made was far from clean, but stronger than the might have been. washed and true, made in a blaze, just me and you. Through smoke and ash we still remain, alive in love that speaks through flames, still glowing, never tire. These vows in the fire. And if you feel the heat we cast, it's just our vows that chose to last. The walls are cracked from every shout, but still we never threw each other out. We slammed the doors, we broke the plates, yet found each other through the way. You cried in corners I once cursed, I held your rage, you drank my words. The nights were long, the light was thin, but we still let each other in. We weren't the calm they said to be. We stayed inside the storm and sea. We fought to stay, not to be right, but just to breathe through one more night. We bruised with the words we can't erase, yet stayed beneath the same embrace, still bleeding through the gray. We fought to stay. I thought of leaving once or twice, but stayed for warmth beneath your